You look tired.
Yes, well, I saw an advert on Friday for a jazz concert. I really wanted to see it.
Oh, yes. When was it?
It was on Saturday afternoon. I tried to get a ticket on the internet, but there weren't any left.
Oh, dear. So what did you do?
Well, Sarah and I were at a party on Friday night. I didn't go home after that. I went straight to the theater. I queued for 6 hours.
Wow. Did you get a ticket?
Yes, I did. I got the last one.
That was lucky. Was the concert good?
I don't know. I didn't see it. I was so tired that I fell asleep and I missed it.
Lucy and Jordan are going out this evening.
Hi, Jordan. Peter's booked the restaurant for tonight.
Great, but I'm going to be a bit late. I've had an accident in my van. I've hurt my hand a bit, but I'm okay.
Oh dear. What happened?
I reversed into a car. It was my fault. I didn't look.
Oh dear. Well, we've all done something like that. I did the same thing last year. I felt very silly.
Well, I feel annoyed. I've never had an accident before.
Never mind. Anyway, have you called the police?
No, I haven't. But I don't really need to do that. It was a police car that I reversed into.
Hi, Lucy. We're going to meet in the pub for lunch today. Do you want to join us?
No, sorry. Look at all this work. I'm going to be very busy today, so I'll probably get a sandwich and eat it at my desk.
I watched a TV program last night. It said that in the future, robots will do most of the work in offices.
Really? That'll be good.
Yes, but it said that office life will be very different, because the robots won't have normal human emotions.
Lucy, I need 3 copies of the finance report by 11 o'clock.
Okay, Olive. I'll photocopy it now. Robots won't make any difference in this office, Daniel. I've already got one as a boss.
Sarah is talking to her friends at the university.
Shall we all go for a meal at the Pizza Experience this evening?
We went to the pizza experience last time, didn't we?
And the time before that. Why don't we go to the steakhouse?
But Birgit doesn't eat meat, does she?
No, she doesn't. Well, what about the kingfisher? She eats fish, doesn't she?
Yes, she does, but Arthur doesn't.
I know. Let's go to that vegetarian restaurant. Carrots.
Oh, yes. We've had lunch there a couple of times, haven't we?
But it isn't open on Tuesdays, is it?
Later.
It's a nice pizza, isn't it?
Is that you with the microphone, Ryan?
Yes, it is.
Did you used to be a singer?
No, I didn't. That's at one of our karaoke nights. We used to have them every Friday.
What? Here at the coffee shop? When was that?
Oh, about 10 years ago, I suppose.
Oh, I didn't used to come here in those days. Why don't you have them now?
When Cindy started singing, everybody used to leave.
Cindy and Ryan have joined a walking group. They're going on their first walk today.
Why are we taking that umbrella?
It might rain later.
It won't rain. It's a beautiful day.
It might not be fine all day. And we should take jumpers and coats too. It might be cold in the evening.
You shouldn't be so pessimistic.
Later.
Stop complaining, Ryan. The weather might change later.
Hello, Lucy. Have you been waiting long?
No, I haven't. Where's Peter?
He'll be here in a minute. Oh, here he is now.
What's he been doing?
He's been looking for somewhere to park. It's very busy tonight.
Hi, Lucy. Sorry we're late.
It's okay. I haven't been waiting long. Anyway, I've been reading this book. It's called Improve Your Memory. It's really good.
Oh, right. Well, come on. The show starts in 10 minutes. Have you got the tickets?
The tickets? Oh no, I've forgotten them. I've left them at home.
It sounds as if you need that book, Lucy.
Monday morning.
The coffee machine isn't working. We can't make any coffee, and we have to open in 2 hours. I must phone the engineer.
You don't have to do that. I'll take a look at it.
You mustn't touch it, Ryan. It's dangerous. You won't be able to fix it, and we must have a coffee machine. Remember the last time it broke down? We couldn't make any hot drinks, and we had to close the cafe.
Don't worry. I can fix anything.
Later.
I'm sorry, but you'll have to buy a new machine. We haven't got any in stock, I'm afraid, so we'll have to get one from Italy. We'll be able to get it in 3 days.
They're the couple who moved into the flat below me a few months ago.
Oh, are they the people who have the parties?
Yes, that's right. The party they had last month kept me awake all night.
You should complain about all the noise they make.
I did, and we reached an agreement that keeps everyone happy.
That's good. So, did they agree to keep the noise down?
No, they agreed to invite me to all the parties which they have.
Peter has been away on a business trip.
Do you know if Peter's plane has landed yet?
Yes, it has. He texted me about half an hour ago.
Well, would you like to go for a meal together this evening?
Good idea. I wonder what time Peter will be back. I'll phone and see where he is.
Hi, Sarah. Yes, I'm in the car park at the moment.
Great. Lucy wants to know whether we'd like to go for a meal this evening.
Yes, sure. But I don't know what time I'll be back.
Why? What's the problem?
I can't remember where I parked my car.
Friday afternoon.
Ryan, we need some olive oil.
Okay. I'm going out, so I'll get some.
2 hours later.
Well, Where is it?
Oh, I haven't bought the oil. I saw an old friend and I completely forgot about it.
Later that day.
Have you and Ryan had an argument?
Yes, we have. This afternoon, I said that we needed some olive oil. Ryan said that he was going out, so he would get some. Well, when he came back 2 hours later, he said he hadn't bought the oil.
Why not?
He said he had seen an old friend and he had completely forgotten about it. He was smiling too.
Well, they probably had a lot to talk about.
I'm sure they did, because it wasn't just any old friend. It was an old girlfriend.
Oh, I see.
My name's Alan. I work in an office, but I'm not sitting at my desk this week. I'm doing a leadership course for new managers. At the moment, we're building a bridge because we need to cross a river. We're all working hard, but I think it's great. I certainly prefer this to the office. I'm really enjoying it.
It's 9 o'clock in the evening, and Alan doesn't feel very happy now. He usually watches TV in the evening, but he isn't watching TV today. He's putting up a tent.
I don't like this. It's raining, and I feel cold, wet, and hungry. Perhaps I don't want to be a manager after all. Oh.
Saturday night. Cindy and Ryan are going to a party. The party's in a flat on the 5th floor of a block of flats. It's in an area that they don't know, so it took a long time to find it. Unfortunately, the lift is out of order, so now they're walking up the stairs. Cindy likes parties, but she isn't happy because she's wearing new shoes. She bought them in a shop near their cafe. They were the most expensive shoes in the shop, but they aren't very comfortable. They're outside the flat now, but the party isn't today. Ryan got the date wrong. It's next Saturday. Cindy isn't wearing the shoes now because she's throwing them at Ryan. A strange coincidence, but true.
One morning, Mrs. Willard Lovell was outside her house in Berkeley, California. She wasn't happy because she'd locked herself out by accident. She'd left her keys inside the house, and now she couldn't get in. She walked round the house. Had she left a window open, perhaps? No, she hadn't. Then the postman arrived with a letter. Her brother, Watson, had posted it the previous day. Inside the envelope, there was a key to her front door. Watson had stayed with Mrs. Lovell the week before. She'd given him a key, and he hadn't given it back. So he'd posted it to her.
Global warming. Scientists tell us that the world is getting warmer. How do these people feel about it?
I won't mind if the world gets warmer. I live in a cold country. If we get better weather, people here will be very happy. However, if I lived in a hot country, I would be very worried.
We live on an island. If global warming continues, the sea level will rise and this island will disappear. We wouldn't be on the island now if we had more money. My husband and I would move to somewhere safer.
When Maggie Stone went out yesterday, a thief was watching her house. After she had driven away, he burgled the house. While he was stealing things, he suddenly smelt smoke. Maggie had left the cooker on and a saucepan was burning. The burglar turned off the cooker and threw a wet towel over the saucepan. When Maggie came home, the burglar was running away. When she went indoors, she found that he had stolen her laptop and some jewellery. But he had also put out the fire in her kitchen. I didn't know whether to feel angry or grateful, she said. In 1992, a cargo ship was hit by a storm in the Pacific Ocean. 12 of its containers were thrown into the sea by the waves. Inside one of the containers, there were 29,000 plastic bath toys, yellow ducks, green frogs, and blue turtles. Since then, the toys have been carried around the world by ocean currents. They have been found in Australia, South America, and even in Europe. The toys have been studied by scientists, and we've learnt a lot about ocean currents. However, it is not all good news. Eventually, the toys will break up and the plastic will be eaten by fish and birds. Many of these animals will die as a result. Every year, 2,000 to 10,000 containers are lost at sea. Consequently, the sea is polluted by chemicals. If we are not careful, life in the sea will be destroyed. Then, plastic ducks, frogs, and turtles will be the only animals left in the water.
Lucy likes to give presents to all her friends at Christmas. Last year, she gave Cindy and Ryan a glass vase. They didn't really like it, however, so Cindy gave it to her mother for her birthday. Cindy's mother has only got a small flat, and she didn't have room for it. Jordan helped her with her computer, so she gave the vase to him to say thank you. It's Valentine's Day, and Jordan is taking Lucy out to dinner. However, he's forgotten to buy her a present, so he's going to give her the glass vase. He's sure she'll be pleased.
Jonas Paulson, 47, loves paragliding. But when he went paragliding last week, he didn't expect to be gone for 3 days. He jumped off a mountain in Norrbotten in Sweden. However, he landed in a forest and he spent the next 3 days 30 metres up a tree. There were people looking for me he said, but the weather was very bad. After 3 days, I saw a helicopter flying over the forest. Then I heard a dog barking. When I looked down, there was a man looking up at me. When I reached the tree, said Lars Odell, I saw him hanging upside down like a bat. It was Jonas's 3rd paragliding accident. His wife, Layla, said, "From now on, he's going to take up a quiet hobby, like stamp collecting."
Saved by a spider. Theo Minsk remembers the day that a spider saved his life.
If it hadn't rained, I would have gone to the beach. However, it rained all day, so I tidied my garage instead. While I was doing it, a spider bit my neck. My wife was worried about me, because some spiders in Australia are very poisonous. So, we went to the hospital. When the doctors examined me, they noticed a lump on my neck. But it wasn't the spider's bite. Tests showed that I was suffering from cancer.
Today, after several months of treatment, the cancer has gone.
Life can be strange,
says Theo.
My wife wouldn't have taken me to the hospital if the spider hadn't bitten me. Then we probably wouldn't have found the lump in time. If I had left it for a few more months, it would have been too late. That spider saved my life.